Good morning. Shit, my hair is a little fucked up. I'm not used to having hair, and not used to having my beard this long either. But some new look I'm trying. But I'm starting a new channel on YouTube, and I'm gonna be honest. It's 100 of these motherfuckers or so on there already on YouTube, doing this, talking about truck driving. Things about truck driving. You see these trucks go up down the road, and you always wondered, man, I wonder what them fools make. I wonder how much money they make. I wonder what they do, what that life is like. You know, there's 100 channels you could go to and probably even get a better description of what I'm giving you. But if I could give you something on my channel, hey, you know, then good. I'm also going to be referring people to go to the company that I work for. You guys aren't dumb. You're not stupid. This is the company I'm feeling at the moment. It may not be the company you feeling. It may be some issues that you had with this company. It could be some issues you had with yourself. There's a lot of companies in my past that I didn't like. I had problems with them, and I've learned to grow and realize that some of those problems were the cause of me, and I rated those companies bad on my anger, and that happens sometimes. Sometimes it's a legitimate complaint. You know, maybe you may have a legitimate complaint. I'm not going to lie to you either to tell you that they're going to be paying me a fee, just like they do any of the other drivers, to come and refer you over there. If I'm genuinely telling you, hey, you should come here, and this is why, then, and I'm working there, well, that's got to say something. You know, yes, it's true I'm getting money, but there must be a reason that I'm staying there too. Everybody has their faults. You have your faults. I got mine. And companies got theirs. Everybody's not perfect. You got to take the good with the bad, and you got to average that shit out and come up with what you think is right or what you think is wrong with whatever. So with that being the case, you know, I'm going to be starting the channel. The channel is also for guys that are doing bad. It ain't just about if you want to know a little bit about trucking and you're curious and you're this and you're that. There's also some people that are struggling in the world. I mean, don't have a silver spoon in their mouth, and then, you know, and don't know what the fuck they gonna do. They in the bucket like a crab, and they trying to get the fuck out, and they don't know. They can't see past their front porch. They can't see past the end of their block. You know, nobody want to let them get out. Nobody want to let them, you know, do anything. This is another opportunity and a way for you to get out. This is the benefit of it for me. I was selling gold teeth and jewelry for a while. Yes, that paid good, but that was by the grace of God that I learned how to do that and was able to, you know, turn that into a hustle, and it got me out of the fucking minimum wage shit. But then I live in Kansas, Wichita to be exact, and sometimes you got to find another skill, or you got to get out there to slinging or doing whatever it is you do. Stick up kid, whatever it is. Those things all have serious consequences, not to mention moral consequences. You know, you got your own set of morals as a man or a woman or whatever, and you got your own set of beliefs. There was a lot of times I was doing things for money that I was morally against, but I had to do what I got to do to take care of the people at my house. So, with that being said, truck driving came along. A friend of mine turned me on to it. I said, truck driving? That was the furthest thing from my thought, and it was the blessing that got me out of poverty and got me my own house. It's got me my own, you know, a lot of things it's done for me. I mean, tremendously. Healthcare, all that shit. No education. And I'm still able to do it. I take home on an average, I'm an owner-operator now. I take home on an average about $6,000 a month. Okay, there's guys that take way more than me. They may have been driving. I've only been driving since 07. There's guys in 2007. This is 2019, okay? The end of 2019, November. So my point being is there's guys been out here 20 years that know the game better than I do, and I'm learning everything. Every day I learn all kinds of shit. First thing I had to do was learn how to drive that truck. Once I got that done, you know, I moved on to the next thing. Now I'm managing my fuel cost. So I will be putting a link here in the description pretty soon to my new channel. Still working on my book. Don't let this look fool you. You know I look, you know, a little different than a lot of y'all recognize to see me as. Trying on some new shit, getting older. I'm 46, you know. I'm growing my hair out. I'm trying to grow my beard out. It's all scraggly looking. And today I'm rough because I'm in my work clothes. I'm training a guy right now as we speak. I'm going to do another interview probably with him later. Friend of mine. I'm not getting anything out of it. Doesn't matter to me what company he goes to. I'm reaching down to pull him up. Really, he wasn't down, to be honest. He had his own business and he wanted to do something different. He had a liquor store and a smoke shop, been doing it for years. But he's also a cat that's been in the streets and then been down to the very bottom of shit and had to work his way up and hustle his way up, you know, and do whatever the fuck it took to get where he was. And now he's trying to go to another step up again, to another, you know, another whole other era. But I'm going to tell you something, this trucking industry is an industry that's right in front of us. It was hidden in plain sight, literally. All you got to have is your driver's license. That's it. And the willingness to go out and do something. A lot of you are really quick to take a motherfucker's life. You quick to chase somebody down. You quick to act a fool because you're so brave and you're so tough and all that shit. And that's all good and gravy. But what is it getting you at the end of the day? Is it paying your light bills? Is it paying your rent? Some of you say, yeah, because I put it down on a motherfucker with this pistol and I get my money. I may rob a motherfucker. I may get out here on the block and block men and get whatever the fuck I got to get. Okay, well, that's all got a consequence coming at it no matter what, somewhere, somehow, someday. It could be from another individual, mama that you done gave some bad drugs to. It could be somebody found out you robbed somebody and it was a relative and they come back and get you. It could be the police and you sitting in the penitentiary, whatever. If you got any set of morals and values and say, look, man, I'm just doing what I got to do to get by. That's it. You know, and if I could do something else, I would. Well, I got something else for you to do. Get your CDL. A lot of these places are training people to get their CDL for free. You don't even got to pay. Okay? There's some places that are paying for the CDL thing for you. There are programs. You don't even have to come out of pocket. I never had to come out of pocket. For most of my shit, I got it paid for through the workforce in Wichita, Kansas, which is like the job people, like the unemployment office people, whatever it is in your state, city, whatever. Point of the matter being is there's ways to get financing and funding to get you paid for and you don't even have to pay it back. I mean, what kind of shit is that? That's unbelievable. So you got to get out there and get it. Just like you do illegally, you need to do it legally. And it can be done legally. It's just your lazy ass don't want to search. You know, you can keep on and dress your ass out and set up in pod 10 or whatever pod 5 or 6 you here in Sedgwick County and find your ass locked up waiting on some visitors, waiting on your mama to come see you, your girl to come see you, hoping your best friend ain't getting head from your girl, all that crazy ass shit. First of all, if you got them kind of problems, you need to, you know, take a deep look at yourself and say, man, do I got the right type of woman with me in the first place? Because when you get out here on this road, you're going to make good money, really good money. You're going to be in a different tax bracket. If you are a real go-getter and a real hustler, you're going to really do good here. This is the shit that you should have been doing. This is your motherfucking bread and butter now. Guaranteed. If you a hustler in the street and you watch every crumb and you invest and re-up and do this and do that, oh man, and you get up early in the morning and you the last motherfucker to shut down at the end of the night trying to get every dollar you got and have to look over your shoulder every 10 minutes and to see if the motherfuckers is in your, if the dropout boys is in the goddamn mirror or the jackers are in the goddamn mirror, or you wondering about going to a house and you being set up by some bitch and all. I mean, I could go on and on and on, but or you can come out here on this highway and yes, it's dangerous out here. You driving a big ass semi, you going from New York to LA. It's venturous. At the same time, yes, your life's in danger, but the other thing, you don't have to worry about the police. You don't have to worry about none of that shit. For the first time, you can hold your fucking head up when them motherfuckers pull you over. Even in your car, they can pull you over, and you know everything is good. You are straight, your kids are straight, you got health insurance, you got all that. And you getting out here doing what a motherfucking man got to do, and that's handle his business so he don't have to worry about his family struggling. If you came up struggling, your brothers and sisters came up struggling, your mama came up struggling, your dad left you behind, and you know what all that shit feels like and how hard it was, then why would you put that on another motherfucking generation of kids and family when you can be the stop of it all? You can say, I got out there and do what I got to do. Right now, you be out there in that street, but then people catch up to you. You're going to have to leave your family behind, and you leaving them with nothing but worry and stress. And some other sorry motherfucker to come along and raise your kids that probably ain't going to do it right. Probably going to abuse them. Probably going to do whatever. So, I've done made a lot of mistakes in my life. A lot. Things I wish I could go back and change. And some of them I am been able to go back and change. But get your ass out the street when the opportunity comes. And if it ain't truck driving, fine. But do something. But if you want to hear about this truck driving shit and know about it from a motherfucker that didn't have nothing to do with it, never even seen the inside of a truck and started out with nothing, and you want to know what that shit look like, not from a motherfucker that's been driving trucks since he was 12, 20 years old or 13 years old and he know everything and this and that, but from a motherfucker that'll make a mistake and all that, then you need to hit me up. Real shit. Watch my page, do whatever. Yes, I'm about getting my money. If this helps me get some money at the same time, I can help somebody. Man, that's a big double win for me. Real shit, and otherwise, it is what it is. A lot of y'all see me driving around here and there's these Cadillacs with the diamonds in the windows and all these different things here in the city of Wichita, and you see me doing all this different stuff and you wonder how it is, and I'm trying to, better myself. Why I'm not in the street anymore, I'll tell you why. What's up, Buttface?
I already seen that.
Man, I said, come on, I'm taking you to see the truck.
Oh, I thought you brought.
No, man. Dang. Come here a second.
Just a minute, let me finish.
Hold on. This is Antoine. Antoine, say hello.
Hi.
So, Antoine, what was I doing before I was truck driving, Antoine?
Doing teeth, being a goddamn gangster.
Well, forget the gangster part. Well, I was hustling everything I could, huh?
Yep.
Climbing telephone poles, turning on cable, all that shit, wasn't I not?
Yep.
And every day I had to get up early and the last motherfucker to go home, was it not?
Yep.
What do I do now?
Nothing, drive trucks and get rich.
And yeah, tell them about how I've been doing since I started driving trucks.
I ain't seen nobody do no better.
What kind of money is in it? What kind of money you see?
Thousands.
Yep. Thousands and thousands. Antoine, that's why I don't be here anymore, right?
Right.
Oh, that check's not here. It's on the other truck. Anyway.
Finish it when I'll be ready.
All right. So any of y'all know who he is, and you know who I am in Wichita. He's telling you, I don't be in these streets no more. I'm out here getting this fucking money. You can talk all that shit you want. You can be about all that dumb shit. You want some money? Get your motherfucking boots on, lace them motherfuckers up, and get out here and get some money. And leave them people alone at the courthouse. That's all I got to say.